Hey y'all, welcome back to Crime Time with Mal. My name is Mallori in case you are new, or Mal, whatever you want to call me, and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If you are returning, y'all know thank you so very much, and I hope y'all decide to stick around and subscribe down below. It's free. I don't know what y'all are doing, just hit the subscribe button. If you don't like me, I'm sure I'll grow on you. So you guys, today's video, I keep moving. I want to apologize about the lighting if it sucks. Hopefully I get a ring light for Christmas. Hubby, if you're watching this, hook it up. Hurricane Zeta, whatever is coming through. So this is what we got. This is actually a video I was planning on doing. So over on my Instagram, if y'all don't follow me over there, y'all should. I put over there that I was doing some videos and then Natalie Jones got found. Then Natalie Jones was found. So I'm so happy she was found, with all these missing cases I do. It's nice to hear that somebody is found alive, So I'm so happy for her and her family. If you don't know who I'm talking about, her name is Holly Courtier. Y'all know I can't speak. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mallori and I can't talk. If you don't know about Holly, she is 38 years old and she lives in Agoura, California. I really hope I'm saying that right. In September, her and her daughter Kaylee decided to go to Utah and explore Zion National Park. They went through the Narrows and just traveled all along. Now, I've never been here, but I've seen pictures and it's beautiful, but it looks like an experienced hiker, and Holly was a very experienced hiker. So Holly recently just lost her job nannying due to the pandemic going on, and she was traveling the country in a converted van. Spirit, so she is very spontaneous, so this is not out of the ordinary for something like her to do, and to me that sounds like a blast. When my kids, sorry, some of y'all tell me that I talk too much, but I talk a lot in real life, and if you don't like it, just double tap. I'm sorry. Whenever our two kids go off to college and stuff, my husband and I actually want to get an RV and travel the United States. So I completely understand where she's coming from on traveling. So on October 6th, 2020, Holly left her home in California and went to Utah to go to Zion National Park. Now, she left her cell phone at home, but she took everything else. I believe she took a water bottle and stuff like that. She parked her car in Springdale and took a shuttle bus to the Grotto area and got off the bus there at around 1:30 p.m. and this was the last time anybody saw or heard from Holly in almost 2 weeks. I do want to get a disclaimer out there before I start this video. Please be nice. I know I say this in all of my videos, and for the majority of it, y'all are amazing. Like, y'all leave the sweetest, kindest comments, but I do have to just put it out there. Please be nice. This family has gotten harassed on social media, so just please don't reach out to anybody that I mentioned in this video, Holly or her family or children or anything. And please don't talk crap in the comments below. Holly was supposed to be picked up at the Grotto area by that shuttle bus at around 4:30 p.m. and she was not there. Like I said, Holly left her phone, but she did have a hat, a jacket, a blanket, a hammock, a tank top, hiking boots, a sweatshirt. Did I say a backpack? For nearly 2 weeks, Holly was a no-show. After 4:30, searchers went out searching for Holly. They completely searched the area everywhere along the Virgin River, everything. Holly's daughter then became the spokesperson, where she stopped going to school and she came to Utah, left her home and everything to help search for her mom. Rangers received a tip about possibly seeing Holly in a certain area, so they went out and searched the area for Holly. She was found, and she was in a thick vegetated area along the Virgin River. And what was supposed to be this spiritual journey for Holly ended up being a fight for survival. So apparently Holly had set up her hammock in this vegetated area to connect with nature and read her Bible. When Holly sat down on the hammock, she swung back really hard and hit her head on a tree, which I guess gave her a concussion. However, days after Holly was found, Sergeant Daryl Cashin, who helped search and rescue with Holly, like finding Holly, he was raising questions because he didn't believe that all of Holly's story made sense. So, Sergeant Cashin claims that if Holly drank from the Virgin River to survive for nearly 2 weeks, that she would have died unless she had a super strong immune system, because the water in the river had so much algae in it, and like a bad kind of, I'm not a chemist, but a bad kind of algae that if you drink it, it will kill you. So, and actually a dog not long ago was just swimming in that river and ended up passing away. Poor puppy. But just from swimming in that river. And that is where Holly claimed that she set up her little area beside the river to wait for searchers to find her and come rescue her. And Cashin also said that Holly had to have drank water or else she would have died within 2 to 3 days with no water, and she had to have had some other source of water besides the Virgin River, because that ain't it. You can't drink it. Holly's family came on and said that Holly hit her head really hard, had a concussion, and she was so weak that she couldn't even take 2 to 3 steps before collapsing to the ground, preventing her from going to seek help. However, I'm sorry y'all, I had too much coffee and I'm in a one-of-a-kind mood. Well, not one of a kind, I'm pretty goofy. Okay, moving on. Zion National Park reported that when Holly was found, she could walk out of the park on her own and needed very minimal assistance. Sergeant Cashin told ABC4 if they had found somebody in that type of condition that Jamie, Holly's sister, is describing her to be found in, then they would have called an ambulance, but an ambulance wasn't called because they felt like it was not needed because she didn't show serious signs of injury or anything. After this statement from Sergeant Cashin, Holly's family, her family, her daughter, everybody was bombarded with social media comments, messages. They were sent hate mail. They were harassed, saying that it was a scam and the whole thing was a hoax. So this is all, again, what Jamie, Holly's sister, said. Now, after all this hate that they received, they even had to change their phone number and just completely delete all their social media accounts. Holly's family recently spoke to The Spectrum, which is a news source in Utah. She, quote, said, "There are no holes in the story. There are no discrepancies. It just got blown out of proportion." She also added that her sister was having a mental breakdown when she left to go to Zion National Park, and she, left in the middle of the night without her phone. She didn't tell anybody where she was going. And she also addressed the whole speculation about Holly drinking the water out of the Virgin River, and she said that she never said that Holly actually drank the water. She said that Holly would swish it around in her mouth and spit it out because she knew she needed to keep her mouth wet. Sergeant Cashin has also been questioning where Holly was actually located, saying that she was only about 800 meters from the grotto parking area. He also said that if she was by the river, then she would be in the valley. She wouldn't have been up in the plateaus and peaks and everything, which where she was is the main part of the canyon, which is where tons of people are walking back and forth, and she would have seen somebody or at least heard somebody yelling for her name when the searchers were going by. Jamie came back and said that Holly did see people walking by, but she couldn't yell out to them for help because of how dry her voice was and throat, mouth, everything, because she was dehydrated. So when Jamie was asked then how come she could walk out of the park if she was so dehydrated and hadn't ate for almost 2 weeks, Jamie replied and said she was just so excited that she knew she was being rescued and adrenaline took over and she was happy to go see her family. And although Holly didn't need an ambulance, her family took her straight to the emergency room close by. Jamie said that her sister Holly was scared and traumatized and she did not want to leave her husband Jamie and her daughter. She also addressed the GoFundMe account situation. If y'all don't know, there has been a GoFundMe account that Jamie created that has over $12,000 last I checked, that is to help Holly and the resources and stuff. So Jamie posted on this GoFundMe account addressing all the speculations. He said that the money is going to be used to help reimburse the friends and family that, you know, help go to Utah to search for Holly. They're gonna reimburse them for any gas or hotel cost, rental car fee, any equipment they purchased, and any food that they ate during the search. Also, it's gonna help with medical care and therapy for Holly. She said that anybody that has any concerns or anything, they can reach out to her and request a refund and it will be given to them. And she appreciates any continued support that has been given and they just want to try to get better and on with their life. She said that this fundraiser is and always was 100% legitimate. And they said that she lost several pounds when they found her. She was completely famished. She had a concussion, kidney failure, and foot injuries due to the cold and being dehydrated. Since then, Holly has checked herself into a mental wellness center and is recovering from the trauma and from a mental illness. Sergeant Cashin stated in regards to his earlier statements to the media that he was just there as an expert witness, and that's not in an official investigating capacity. Cashin was there for his years of experience in the area and to comment on the case, not to draw a definite conclusion, he quoted. He continued to say he spoke as an observation and that there are inconsistencies and his job is to be objective and to be fact finders. So then the sheriff's office did a press release and in that they completely back up Cashin. They back up his statements and his observation. They said the sheriff's office was not only involved by Zion National Park, just to make sure that they did what they were supposed to do as investigators and that they were thorough with everything. They said they were there as consultants and not there as investigators. He said, and I quote, "It was our finding that the investigative methods were consistent with sheriff's office investigative practices and no further action was recommended." But Holly's family said basically the damage is done and his comments stirred up a lot of crap and was just very damaging to them. On one post on her sister's Facebook page earlier from when she was actually searching for Holly, there was like nearly 300 comments, and although some were very supportive, I saw a lot of them, you know, throwing hate, saying nasty things, saying that, you know, it was a hoax and a scam, all kind of stuff. Jamie said that the sheriff's office made it 10 times worse, and instead of focusing on them, they should turn around and actually focus on the park rangers and rescue and search team that could not find Holly. Jamie said that the reason why they didn't come out right away and they delayed on commenting on how Holly is and, you know, just giving everybody an update on Holly is because they just needed time to try to get their lives back to a better place before opening it up to the public. So this case is crazy. I don't know. So I wanted to talk to y'all and get y'all's opinion on this. Do you think it was a hoax, a scam? Do you think it was, you know, to get money because Holly did lose her job as a nanny? What do y'all think down below? Let me know in the comments, and please, y'all know, like this video. It helps my channel out and I appreciate it more than you know. If you're not subscribed, hello, subscribe. I'm gonna tell y'all this in every video, so subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And what else? Be nice, as always, down in the comments below, and every day in your life, open the door, and you know, on the streets, just be a kind human, okay? It doesn't cost a penny, be kind. And I will sound so cheesy, I annoy. I hope y'all have a great Tuesday. I will see y'all in my next video. Y'all stay tuned. I love y'all. Bye.